Hi, I'm Travis James, General Manager and one of the owners here at the Arms Room. And thanks for joining us for another one of our set of videos that we've been doing. I'm going to go over basics of how to load, unload, and fire a firearm today. We're going to always follow the 3 basic gun safety rules, which are always keep it pointed in a safe direction, is make sure the gun's unloaded, and keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to use it. I've got some dummy ammunition here, and I've got a Glock 19 that I'm going to go ahead and load up with the dummy ammunition. I'm going to verify that it's empty first, both visually and physically inspected. I can verify that it's empty. I'm going to start by loading my magazine. The open end always gets the bullet tip, or the actual bullet itself. We're going to put a few of these dummy rounds in here so I can go through the actual process. Now that I have the magazine full, I'm going to go ahead and insert the magazine into the gun by picking up the gun with my shooting hand. If you're right-handed, it's probably going to be your right hand. I'm going to pick it up like I would normally carry, keep my finger indexed off the trigger. I'm going to turn the gun over. I'm going to take the magazine and insert it to where the bullets would come out the front end of the gun, just like it should. I'm going to insert it and make sure that it locks in there. Now I'm going to take my left hand, my what they call weak hand or support hand. I'm going to pull the slide back and I'm going to release it and let it chamber that first round. After that, I have now loaded the firearm and it is ready to shoot. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to establish my good grip. You can notice that I'm still keeping my finger indexed. I have my grip very high on here. My middle finger is up against the trigger guard. I'm going to flip it over, and with my support hand, I'm going to make a pocket. I'm going to insert it into the grip right there. I'm going to wrap it around. My ring finger, or my pointer finger, is going to line up against that trigger guard and my middle finger for support. My thumbs are going to overlap. Once I establish that good grip, I'm able to take whatever I need to as the next stance. I want to get into a good stance. I prefer what they call the isosceles stance, which is feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to stand out. I'm going to extend my arms outward, locking my wrist and straightening out my elbows. I don't necessarily need to lock my elbows, but I want a good, nice, solid structure for that gun to fire against. After I do that, I'm going to now begin to line up my sights. I'm going to line up my sights by getting my dot sights in the back and centering up my front sight. I'm going to focus on my front sight and set it just under the point of contact where I want the bullet to impact. After I've established that sight, I'm going to, on my natural pause of breathing, I'm going to exhale, and then I'm going to begin pressing the trigger. I'm going to take my finger, insert it onto the trigger, just the first pad of my finger, and I'm going to begin pressing to the rear, and I will gently be able to feel that trigger depress. Once that trigger depresses, I'm going to wait for the natural reaction of the gun, which is going to be the slide's going to come backwards. Crappy snap cap. And then go forward. At that point, I am now ready to shoot my next round. I'm going to begin releasing the trigger, and I will feel the trigger reset. And I will begin my next shot, realign my sights, control my breathing, and then begin pressing that trigger again. Feel that. The gun will eject, chamber the next round. I'm going to start releasing again, and then reset everything until I finish firing my circuit of fire. After that, the slide will lock to the rear. I'm going to flip the gun over, take my finger off the trigger, depress the magazine release and remove the magazine, set the gun down, and be ready to fire the next one. Thank you for choosing the Arms Room, and please check out our other videos. Thank you. Have a good day.